So I've added some new things to my Mercari page for everybody who's interested. People ask me from time to time, so I figured I'd let you all know I added some new things on there. I've actually added some clothes as well, and I'm going to add some fragrances pretty soon. So when you get a chance, go ahead and check it out. It'll be available down below. What's up, everyone? It is your girl, Gelbeauty-QM here, aka Grace Honey, and today we're going to get into day one of 3 days of duping the Vacay in a Bottle collection from Kayali. So if you all remember, you watched my shorts or you watched my initial video, I'll have the thumbnail for the initial video right here. I told you all I felt like a majority of the scents in this box felt similar to other things. So I figured we'd go ahead and do 3 days worth of me trying out each fragrance that happened to be all by black owned brands. Shout out to you, black owned brands. And then I decided to go ahead and, you know, see how they work out. So without further ado, let's get into it. However, if you are new here, hello, my name is Grace. I do lots of dupe videos. So I've duped fragrances like we're doing now. I dupe eyeshadow palettes. I just recently did a 4 looks 4 palettes of why you don't need. It's a series on my channel where I tell you why you don't need the newest makeup releases and pull out older things that you might already have. Since that new thing appeals to you, you might already have it in your collection. You don't need to buy it. I do those, new makeup releases every week. And then I also do lots of complexion videos. I just did one recently on the Danessa Myricks concealer. That should be over here. So if you like content like that, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below to join the Diamond Gang. But without further ado, let's get into this. So I said that the Marrakesh in a bottle reminded me of none other than Miss Fenty Parfum. So you can get 3 different sizes of this. I know one of y'all was telling me you never wanted to buy this size because it was expensive. I bought mine when she had a 30% off sale on her website, so it made it pretty affordable. And then I have the matching body cream because I'm just extra like that. But this one retails for 140. I think this is the 3.4 ounce one. Then she has a 1 ounce that's 95, and then I believe her travel size is 39. But you know, whichever size you feel comfortable with is the one you should be interested in. The good thing is you can get this one whenever you want though. Like when it comes to Marrakesh in a bottle, you have to buy the whole box, which means you're paying $100 if you just want this one particular scent. So that's why I wanted to do one on each one of the scents, so that way if you like a certain scent based upon what the notes say, you can compare the notes to this one, and I can tell you how the wear time is in both of them. So tell you how the wear time is on both of them to help you out, girl. So every scent in this box just about I have a dupe for. Only one scent I don't have a black owned brand dupe for, but since I'm trying to keep this black owned brand, I won't put that dupe in there. But like I said, you can go watch my Kayali video right here, and then that'll tell you what other fragrances I felt like smelled similar or would pair nicely with that one. So the one we're not going to do in this video is Maui in a bottle. I don't have a black owned brand that dupes Maui in a bottle, but every other single one that we're about to do, I definitely do. So we're gonna start with Marrakesh. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put Marrakesh on both my wrists. Then we're gonna put Fenty in both of these areas right here, and then we'll see which one wore best throughout the day. I am going to an event today, so I'm going to the Polish and Beauty Expo here in Chicago. So I just put 2 spritz of Miss Mona on the wrist here, and I'm tapping it in. The difference between these, in my personal opinion, is I feel like Marrakesh in a bottle gives you a little bit more like spicy smoke to it, whereas Fenty just gives you more of the floral sweet essence of it. So if you wanted a more spicy effect, you might want to go ahead and try Marrakesh in a bottle if it comes out in future size. But if you're fine with just having a lot of the same scents as far as the rose goes, and you prefer the sweetness of the rose, then I feel like you would like this one, thus me doing the comparison. So we're gonna do 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Now I know the Fenty lasts a long time on me. This is just my first time comparing it to the one from Kayali. So I'm trying to think, should I spray this wrist twice as well and then rub it back on there, since y'all saw I clearly did 2 on each side here? We'll do it just to be fair, because I don't want nobody like, oh, well, you just sprayed that one side twice and pushed it together. It's not the same. Like, okay, fine, sis. Okay, so I just did 2 on this side, and now we're gonna rub them back together again and pat them back together again. So you got 4 sprays on each side, so you can't say that I discriminated. Like, no, they both got 2 sprays on each side. We pressed them together, and we gonna see how they last with these 8 hours or maybe longer, because sometimes I wear them longer than I'm supposed to, or not supposed to, but I wear them longer and not come back and check in as soon as I'm supposed to, because I be having other stuff going on in life, girl. I'll talk to you later on tonight, girl. I gotta go put on a lip and do a battle with some eyeshadow, so I'll be talking to you later, okay, girl? Okay. Okay, y'all, have returned after a very long day of wear with this perfume. So remember, we put Marrakesh on here, and we put Fenty right here. So far, I feel like I don't really, well, on this side I don't really smell Marrakesh anymore. This one I can still smell Marrakesh, but it's faint compared to the Fenty one. I definitely feel like you can smell the Fenty one a whole lot more. I still feel like I can smell it in the air, whereas with the Marrakesh one, I have to go like this to smell it. With the Fenty one, when I move my arms around like this, like I can just smell the Fenty perfume in the air. So the Fenty one does have longer wear time, but I feel like since it's at a higher price point, it should have higher wear time. And I like the Fenty one a little bit better just because I feel like it gives more of a floral effect, whereas I feel like the Marrakesh one gives you more of a like spicy floral effect. And y'all know I'm not really into floral, but it's like a nice sweet floral. It's not like a traditional like mature floral, if you will, because some things I feel like give mature floral, and that's why I don't necessarily like them. Because I can do a fruity floral or a fresh floral every now and again, and to me this is more like a sweet, like fresh floral, if you will. So that's why I like the Fenty one. I like the Marrakesh one okay too. It's just I feel like it doesn't give as long a wear time as the Fenty one, and since we literally just wore them today and y'all saw me spray 2 on each side, you can see what I mean about the wear time. We put it on at, I want to say 11:30, 12 o'clock. It's like 8 o'clock now, so I feel like it wore for a good 5-6 hours where I could smell both of them very potently. I can still smell the Fenty one pretty potently, but I feel like the Kayali one toned down about the 6-hour mark. Now it could just be my body chemistry, and people's body chemistry is different, so just keep that in mind. It's not like it's necessarily bad, or it might not necessarily work for you as well, or it might last on you a full 8 hours or longer. But for me, it's one of those where it's like I'd have to probably reapply in order to get any longer wear out of it, where with the Fenty I feel like I can still smell it and everything's fine. Like I wouldn't need to put anything else on. So that's just my thing. So just something to keep in mind. Kayali usually works for me for up to the 6 or 8 hour mark, and then after that time it starts dwindling off, which is fine if you're just wearing it to work. You don't plan on going out afterwards or whatever. If you do, then maybe you should have a travel size in your purse, and since it's a cute little travel size, that'd be perfect, because if you want to wear it throughout the day and then want to go out somewhere later, you can hop on your little travel size and go on with your day. Whereas with the Fenty one, I don't feel like you'd have to put on a travel size. I feel like it lasts a good long while, and then it lasts and it's in my clothes the next day and long after that. And then if you pair it with the body butter, I feel like you'd definitely be able to smell it like probably another extra 4 hours. So it'd be probably more like the 12-hour mark with the perfume and the body butter combined. At least that's been my personal experience with it. But you can comment down below and tell me yours. So let's get into day 2, girl, where we try out Miss Jackie Aina's and her Forever Mood Hard to Get alongside Capri in a bottle. Today's fragrance we're keeping on in the Kayali variety set is Capri in a bottle, and I have the Hard to Get in this other sampler from Forever Mood, and we're gonna try them out together and see how long they both wear throughout the day. So y'all know the drill. I put 2 sprays on each side. Hello, now let's put on these fragrances, girl. So the Jackie's retails for, I want to say this is $29. Do not quote me. I'm pretty sure it's $29, and then I know for sure that the full size is $79. Now the full size of this one normally in a 1.7 ounce would be $100. So Jackie's full size will still be cheaper than this one, and they smell pretty much the same. Like if you watch my video on the latest video on these Kayali box of fragrance. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to spray the rest on each side with each fragrance. So we're going to put Kayali on this side, and then we'll put Forever Mood on this side. We'll see how long both of them last throughout the day. It is now 1:15. So I put 2 sprays of Capri in a bottle right here. It gives off a lovely lemony, fruity scent. Obviously because lemon is a fruit, but like a cake, like lemon scent, if you will. And when you smell it in the bottle, it doesn't feel like it's going to smell like that, but it gives me really similar vibes to Hard to Get. That's why I had to do this wear test for you all, because I love me some Jackie Aina, and I'm like, if you can get a scent from this box, since we don't know if it's going to be full size or not, it might be her summer collection for next year. We don't know what's going on, so if you wanted a similar scent, I wanted to make sure you could find one. So let's put Forever Mood on this side with 2 sprays. So I don't know how y'all do this with nails. I swear I can't. I don't know how. But I just put Forever Mood on this side with 2. So this is day 2. So on day 1 I did Fenty Beauty up against the Marrakesh fragrance. Now the one I will not be doing a dupe for, let me just make that very clear and let you all know that right now, is the Maui in a bottle. So I won't be doing a dupe of the Maui in a bottle. I don't feel like I have a black owned brand that's exact to that. You all that we will not be doing one for Maui. So if you're looking for one for Maui, I do not have one for Maui. I might find one in the future that's black owned, but as of right now, I do not have a black owned brand for Maui. I told y'all about one that was good alternative for Maui, but that's pretty much it. So that's pretty much what we got going on right now. I'm gonna go off camera. I gotta do some eyeshadow, of course. I have to film the new makeup releases for this weekend, and I will talk to you later on today. Okay, girl? Okay. Okay, y'all, so I'm back. If you're curious what's going on with my eyes, this is a Why You Don't Need the new, I think it's Terror something for Unearthly Cosmetics. The little holiday mystery Halloween bundle that they have going on that Angie just revealed. So spoiler alert, it's gonna be a spoiler if you go watch the video. So, but I will have it over here, hopefully the thumbnail. It should go up before this video goes up, I'm quite sure. But back to these fragrances. So remember, we put Jackie on this side and we put Kayali Capri in a bottle on this side. So let's see how we're working out. Now keep in mind, these have been on longer than they were supposed to be, because I think I put these on at like 2 o'clock and it's like 12 o'clock. So it's like we're at more of the 10-hour mark as opposed to the 8-hour mark that I had expected. So it's 2 extra hours. Just keep that in mind while I'm telling you about this. But I can actually still smell both fragrances on my arm. Now I do have to put my nose up to it to smell it. It's not like it's giving an aromatic smell after that amount of time, and I didn't necessarily expect it to. The only one I've tried from Forever Move that does that is You Remind Me. That's the one I feel like I can still smell hours and hours later after I spray it on the skin. I feel like they did an excellent job when it came to the potency of that particular one. All the other ones, I feel like they last the general like 8 hours of a work day, and they're usually just fine. So the fact that I can still smell this on my wrist and it's been 10 hours on both sides, I am quite impressed with. I feel like the Kayali one, I smell just a tad bit more than I do the Forever Mood one. But either way, they both lasted for a good 8 hours like they're supposed to on the skin. I can still smell them on both sides. It's just not nearly as potent as I would personally like it to be. So these are ones that I would probably have to reapply if I was going later on out tonight, because I want us to be able to smell the fragrance. And I feel like at about the 6 to 7, 8 mark, it started dying down to where you couldn't smell any. I had to go like this to smell it. So if you're good with the 6 to 8 hour mark of where it's still generally being able to be smelled by a good majority of people that are around you, in addition to yourself, without you having to do a close-up sniff, then I feel like it would be good for you. Again, it just depends on what your personal preference is. I personally prefer the one from Jackie just because I feel like I get more bang for my buck when it comes to the price point. You can get Jackie's for $29 in the, I think she said it's 10 ounces of hers and everybody else's is 7, versus paying the $32 for that size. Because if you all didn't know, it is $32 for both of them, but some of them come in the fancy little bottles and some of them come in the little tubes or whatever. I just prefer Jackie's when it comes to that. Plus I feel like Jackie's is just a little bit more sweeter and like has that more gourmand feel to it. This one does have a little bit more fruitiness than Jackie's does, in my personal opinion, although it does lean toward a little bit of the sweet side. That's just my personal opinion on the matter. But I will talk to you all in tomorrow's video where we wrap this bad boy up and we're gonna put, what is it, Lamu from Brown Girl Jane alongside Maldives in a bottle, because I feel like those were the ones that were closest to my collection. That was the black owned brand versus the Kayali box set. So I'll talk to you tomorrow, girl, with a different eye. Okay, girl, I'm gonna get into the last day of my fragrance series where I duped the Kayali Vacay in a box with black owned brand fragrances. So the last day I told y'all was gonna be the Maldives in a bottle from Kayali up against Lamu from Brown Girl Jane. I feel like they have a lot of similar ingredients and the scent smells similar to me when I tried it in the initial video that I showed you all. Thumbnail should be over here. So let's get into it. So this has I think it was Lang Lang and lemon, rosemary, starfruit, banana blossom, and coconut milk. So I know Brown Girl Jane has some similar things. Like I know it has the lemon, and if I remember correctly, it has the coconut as well. This is supposed to be more of the fresh solars, and y'all know I'm not really a fresh solars girl, but I could smell the similarities in the two of these when I initially smelled them, or when I initially smelled this one. So that's why I wanted to try them side by side. So that's what we're gonna do today, girl. So this is gonna be our Kayali side. I'm gonna put it on the wrist and in here. Spray each side twice, and then we're gonna put Lamu here and here from Brown Girl Jane and see how they wear. So it is now 3:30, so I'm going a little bit late, but I didn't start doing my makeup till like 2:30, so that's why it took so long for us to get here. The point is we're here and we can wrap up the series finally, which I'm excited about because I had talked about this a while ago and I don't want it to be too far gone to where y'all like forgot about it. But I feel like since it's like vacations in the bottom, a lot of people are taking vacations now because it's summertime. I figured you wouldn't have forgot too much about it because it hasn't been out that long, in my personal opinion. But since everything moves so quickly in the beauty and fragrance world, I felt like I should hurry up a little bit and get it done a little bit quicker. If you're curious what's going on my face today, I am trying out a dupe to the Clionid highlighters. I'm gonna put on Lamu now. The shade Tart in particular, they had this really nice selection of fruit highlighters they came out with before they came out with the eyeshadow palettes. So I did the review and went to the Polish and Beauty Expo just to meet the Clionid team. But I have on their highlighter, and I found a dupe for what is it, for I think it was $5 or $6 from Essence. So I have that on my face today. I'm trying out the L'Oreal blush lighters. I got one of the shimmery blushes. I didn't get one of the regular liquid blushes that has like a cream, that has like a pigment to it, if you will, for lack of a better term. I'm still excited about them coming out with these skin tints in August, honey. I'll try to have that pop up here too. So they have a waiting list. I don't know how many colors they can come out with, but I thought it was smart of them to do skin tints because they haven't done any complexion before, and you want to make sure you have a decent range. And I don't know what their budget was to create the range, but I hear with skin tints and like BB and CC creams, it's easier for you to make a wider variety of colors because 2 or 3 colors can be combined into one color to fit a person's skin tone. So I'm assuming that's why they took that route. I honestly don't know. I do get PR from them every once in a full moon. I do have affiliate code, but I'm not one of the you know, influencers that they deal with on a regular basis, so I couldn't tell you if my theory is right or not. I'm just assuming that's it, but it is based upon what I've heard. But let's see that these dry down to now. So they smell pretty similar to me on the skin right now, again, which is why we're doing this video. So I just want to see how long the longevity is going to be between the two of them. So I think we have let it sit for long enough now. So I'm gonna go off camera. I got 2 eyeshadow looks to do, and then I should be done with filming for today. My Adept Cosmetics palette showed up today, so I'm excited. I'm gonna go home later on tonight and pick that up, and I will film with that tomorrow. I got some exciting stuff come up. The Makeup by Mario blush video should go up tomorrow, and then the Fenty lip gloss sticks and lip liners video went up today. That thumbnail should be right here. I had the Commodity Juice fragrance video go up this week, so 2 or 3 videos have gone up that are exciting. I hope that you're interested in. I also did a why you don't need video because it seems like every week I gotta give y'all one lately, but I mean, if they doing it, I gotta do it. So I'm gonna go off camera, like I said, do my 2 eye looks, and then I'll talk to you all later on tonight. So I'll get back with you around like 11:30, 12 o'clock to talk about how well these fragrances wore throughout the day. So I'll talk to you later. Okay, girl? Okay. Okay, y'all, so I've returned with both of the fragrances on. If you remember, we have Miss Kayali Maldives in a bottle on this side, and then we have my girl Lamu from Brown Girl Jane on this side. I feel like they both wore pretty nicely. I feel like I can still smell Lamu though over Maldives, so I feel like the Lamu one lasted a lot longer than the Kayali one, which I'm kind of shocked about, but you know, to each his own. Okay, y'all, so I ended up taking off my makeup when I was in the middle of talking about the perfumes, but remember which side is which. So like I was saying, I'm surprised that the Lamu lasted longer than the Kayali, but I've heard from some of you all that Kayali doesn't last that long for you, so I kind of shouldn't be surprised, I guess. I don't know, but at the end of the day, it just depends on what your preference is. But I hope you all enjoyed this series. I personally don't like either one of these fragrances, so it's like I'd probably use the Kayali more than the Lamu just because I'm not into the fresh solars. I told y'all that it's not a thing for me, so I personally am not going to, you know, get too much use out of either one of them. But for people who do like these scents, I wanted to make sure you heard about them. So comment down below and tell me which dupe that you preferred the best out of this little series that we did. And I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. Make sure you subscribe. The membership is down below if you're interested. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye. Don't forget to check me out on Instagram if you like more fashion content. I do sometimes get reels up there before I get shorts up, and you get extra footage there. So make sure you check me out when you get a chance. Okay, girl? Okay.